Erod's log, supplemental. I think I just lost two of my closest friends, Dr. Julian Effect and Nurse Justine Cause. But before I lost contact with them, the good doc gave me the space-time coordinates that I needed to complete my plan to stop this horrible timeline from ever happening. At the moment, I'm just waiting for the vortex manipulator to recharge so I can try it again. Unfortunately, I have ran into another problem. I'm running out of power, meaning that in just under 10 minutes, my security system will no longer be able to sustain the force field around my apartment, and I will be vulnerable to attack. I got a signal. Dr. Effect, Julian, is that you?
And stay away! Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god, boss, you're alive!
My god, are you okay?
Oh, nothing else, just stupid robots trying to get into my house. But where were you? You were nowhere to be seen when the apocalypse started.
It's a long story. All that matters is that I'm back now. Wait a minute. By any chance, have you heard from Dr. Effect or Nurse Cause?
No. Are they okay?
I don't know. I hope so. Listen, I might have a way to stop all of this using some crude time travel, but I've run into a bit of a problem. In a few minutes, the force field around my apartment will fail, and then God knows what's gonna come barreling through that door, and then I'll probably be captured or killed, and then all hope of stopping all of this from happening will be lost.
Well, all you need is a protection spell. That's an easy one. By the magical forces that I will, protect my master with the impregnable shield.
Thank you.
No, don't thank me. Go save us.
You got it. How long will the force field last?
Well, until I end the spell or until I die.
Got it. I'll get it done. I'll fix all of this, I promise.
Okay.
Nothing left to do but wait. Before the sun sets on this reviewing day, I will bust you with this hammer. And you will die. Oh, damn it. I still love you. This is gonna be the hardest review I've ever done. Greetings, fanboys and fangirls, I'm Erod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. And as you can tell by the movies over my right shoulder, I love Disney. Some of my fondest childhood memories involve watching their films or visiting their theme parks. So, like many others, my ass clenches up every time I hear news about them remaking their animated films into live action. Something that they have tried in the past to mediocre results. This new line of live-action remakes was set into motion by a pseudo-remake of Sleeping Beauty, which would focus entirely on my all-time favorite Disney villain, Maleficent, the mistress of all evil, the most proactive and effective Disney villain of all time. You disrespect her by snobbing her out of an invitation, and she will lash out in the cruelest way imaginable. Try to fight her, and she will call upon the powers of hell to destroy you.
And all the powers of hell!
It takes the combined might of 3 magical fairies to even slow her down. But as much as I love Maleficent, I will admit that she's a pretty one-dimensional character. She does what she does because she's evil. The end.
A disgrace to the forces of evil.
So the idea of a Maleficent movie which could potentially flesh out the character sounds really good to me. So, even though I'm agreeing to review this movie, I'm hoping against hope that this is not gonna be as bad as I think it's gonna be. So our movie begins in a divided kingdom. One half is occupied by regular human beings, and the other half, which is known as the Moors, is occupied by all manner of magical beings. And their guardian is a winged fairy with the power to manipulate nature. A fairy that wears gold contact lenses and permanent lipstick. Hey, even fairies have to be easy breezy beautiful.
And her name was Maleficent.
Wait, her name is already Maleficent? You do understand that that name is a combination of two words, right? Mal and magnificent. And Mal is Latin for evil. Her name literally means magnificently evil. And this is the individual that you chose to be the guardian of all magical things? Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will come of this. Just like I'm sure that Sinestro is gonna be a great Green Lantern.
I got lucky.
So, little Maleficent is informed of some trouble at the edge of the moors by three little fairies. And wait a minute, I have a few questions. Number one, if these three are supposed to be fairies, how come they look nothing like Maleficent? How come she's the only fairy that's the size of a human, has hawk wings, and antelope horns? And number two, are these three supposed to be the fairies from the original movie?
The border guards have just... Tell her. I want to tell her. There are rules, Fiddle. I told this time, you tell next time. The border guards...
No, you told last time, so I should tell this time and Thistlewit next time.
Nah. So the fairies inform Maleficent that a human trespassed in the moors and is trying to escape with a stolen item. Maleficent flies over there post-haste, only to find that the human thief is a young Stefan. You know, the king from the original movie. As it turns out, Stefan stole some kind of a priceless stone from the moors. Interesting. I wonder what that stone is and what kind of magical properties it might have. And... never mind.
So your parents are farmers then?
My parents are dead.
As is the case with most Disney parents.
Ah! What's wrong? Your ring. Iron burns fairies.
Okay, this is a good detail, as in lots of different myths across different countries and different cultures, iron is used to defeat demons, witches, fairies, and all manner of magical beings.
Your armor has very little iron in it.
So after returning the MacGuffin stone and throwing away his iron ring, Stefan and Maleficent become fast friends, and eventually they become romantically involved. But then, suddenly, with little to no explanation, he abandons her to secure a position in the castle as one of the king's peons. At which time, Maleficent blossoms into the super gorgeous Angelina Jolie. Now, before I say anything, I just want to mention that Angelina Jolie is an excellent choice to play Maleficent. But let me see if I understand what just happened. Stefan broke up with a super hot magical fairy with the power to manipulate nature, meaning that she can just snap her fingers and a bunch of trees will turn into a house for him. Or she could snap her fingers and he can have unlimited fruit and vegetables for the rest of his life. He wouldn't have to hunt, he wouldn't have to farm, he wouldn't have to work ever. He would be set for life. And he gave all of that up so he can be the king's slave?
Are you an idiot? Wait, let me rephrase that. You're an idiot!
Suddenly, out of nowhere, the king decides to attack the Moor. Why?
For the human king had heard of a growing power in the moors.
A growing power? Can we see this growing power?
No! We attack and we take this growing power!
But how do you even know they have this growing power?
The narrator told us so! Now charge!
This is so stupid! This is the second character in the movie that does something with little to no motivation. What the hell could they possibly have at the Moor that would be worth killing for?
Unobtainium.
Well, never mind! Let's go a-murdering!
That growing power is as good as mine, and anyone who stands in my way will die at the edge of my— Oh god, this was a bad idea!
So Maleficent and the magical beings defeat the king's army and send them packing. The king, who has no heir to the throne, proclaims that he will pass the crown to anyone who can kill Maleficent. Stefan takes this opportunity to trick Maleficent into allowing him into the moor, where he drugs her with the intention of killing her. Oh my god, I thought this was a family movie. You're telling me he wants to be king so badly he's willing to kill the first girl he ever loved? Oh, thank God.
I have avenged you, sire.
Oh, you have done well, my son. You have done what others feared to do. You will be rewarded.
Okay, I'll admit it. This scene is really good. Thrown off balance without her wings, this explains why Maleficent always uses a walking stick. I used to think it was her magical staff, but it's a trivial detail. Betrayed and crippled by the man she once loved, Maleficent starts to take the steps to abandon her fairy ways and become a witch. The first step is to choose a familiar. You know, a faithful animal underling like a cat, or in Maleficent's case, her pet raven, Diablo.
What you've done into a man. It's a demon!
Wait a minute. Why did she have to turn him into a naked man? And don't try to sell me any of that crap about Maleficent needing someone to talk to. She just wanted to see a naked man, didn't she?
Shame on you.
And shame on Maleficent for objectifying a young naked birdman like that. There is no excuse for that, even if she is horny. Get it? Because he's got the... Sorry.
What do I call you?
Diva.
Diablo! So, through Diablo's spying, Maleficent finds out why Stefan cut off her wings. And she ain't happy.
He did this to me so he would be king.
And so, Princess Aurora is born. And just like in the original film, everyone in the kingdom is invited to the christening, except for Maleficent. Wait! Those three really are the three good fairies?
I am not grass of the moorland fair folk.
I'm Flittle, your kingship, and I'm Thistlewit.
No! Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather.
Mistress Flora, Mistress Fauna, and Mistress Merryweather.
How come some of the names are the same and some are changed? Aurora is still Aurora, Maleficent is still Maleficent, Stefan is still Stefan, and...
Diva.
Diablo! So just like in the original film, Flora and Fauna give Aurora some magical blessings. But before Merryweather can give hers, the voluptuous villainess makes her entrance. And holy shit! Major kudos to the production design team and the costume designer. Maleficent looks amazing. Wait a minute. If we've arrived at this point in the story, then that means that Maleficent is already a full-blown witch. But we never got to see her transition into that. You know, give in to the dark arts, learn spells and curses. That's very different than just manipulating nature. One minute she's a horned fairy, and now she's a full-blown witch? The Maleficent movie should really show us this transformation. And does this mean that there is no Forbidden Mountain?
At the Forbidden Mountain. But we can't go there.
Yes, 'cause it's forbidden. With that, Maleficent enacts her revenge by putting a curse on the baby. Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, the princess will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a sleep.
Hold on. Why did they change the curse?
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
It was Merryweather who modified the curse, so instead of dying, Aurora would fall into a deep sleep until woken by true love's first kiss.
If through this wicked witch's trick a spindle should your finger prick, a ray of hope there still may be in this, the gift I give to thee. Not in death, but just in sleep, the faithful prophecy you'll keep. And from this slumber you shall wake, when true love's kiss the spell shall break.
And, hold on, I just realized something. In this version, this scene no longer makes any sense. In the original version, Maleficent cursed Aurora to show the consequences of disrespecting her. Here, her purpose is to get revenge on Stefan. So why doesn't she just curse him? Why curse Aurora? Stefan doesn't care about her. All he cares about is wealth and power, and Maleficent knows this. Yes, he begs Maleficent not to invoke the curse, but as far as I can tell, he just doesn't want to lose face in front of all the noblemen in the kingdom. The rest of the time, all he cares about is being rich and powerful. Aurora is cursed, and instead of trying to figure out a way to reverse the curse, or put her in a place where she would be safe from Maleficent, possibly a place where she would be surrounded by iron, you know, the metal that Maleficent has no power over, instead he sends Aurora away with 3 fairies that he just met. Yeah, he really cares a lot about that baby. As good as this backstory is, it completely takes away any semblance of logic from the most important scene in the movie.
Oh! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! You have fucked up now! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up!
So, by this point in the movie, the 3 fairies have been behaving more like 3 stooges than 3 magical heroes.
Stay away from the princess. Yes, stay away.
So I'm hoping that this is the moment that, because they have a really important task at hand, you know, protecting Aurora for the next 16 years, that this is the moment when they will step up and become great heroes.
We are no longer fairies. We are 3 peasant women raising our orphan child in the woods. So, no more flying.
Oh, no flying?
No, and no magic.
No magic?
Yes, you heard.
Middle of nowhere. At least no one will find us here.
Why did they find the need to change these 3 great heroic characters into incompetent morons who don't have enough common sense among them to take care of a baby?
Why is she crying? I think she might be hungry.
Then feed her.
I love the fairies from the original movie. This hurts, man. This really hurts.
Philip, watch out!
Oh well, On the bright side, because this is the Maleficent movie, we finally get to find out what Maleficent was doing the whole time Aurora was in hiding. You see, in the original movie, the fairies successfully hid Aurora for 16 years. Henceforth, Maleficent is pretty much absent throughout the majority of the second act. And now we get to find out what she was doing that whole time. What? She found them? They couldn't even keep the baby hidden longer than 48 hours? Oh my god. Oh, whew, that was close. Wait, hold on. So the heroes are so worthless that the villain has to come to the baby's rescue? And while I do not wish for any harm to come to any child anywhere, I have to ask, why is Maleficent bothering to save the kid that she plans to put in a never-ending coma in a few years? Why can't the characters in this movie have logical motivations for the things that they do? My God, Casey Jones' reasoning for wearing a mask makes more sense.
Same reason people have worn masks throughout history. Because it looks cool.
So the majority of the second act of this movie is pretty much dead weight. The only important plot point is that after having to save Aurora over and over and over again throughout the years due to her less than adequate caretakers, Aurora begins to see Maleficent as her surrogate mother, guardian, and role model. And who can blame her when you think of the alternative?
Ow! Ow!
Oh god. The rest of the second act is the same pattern of pointless filler over and over again. The fairies do something dumb, Stefan grows more and more paranoid and crazy, and Maleficent engages in the occasional action sequence that adds nothing to the plot. And this happens over and over again. Random action, dumb bitches, cuckoo.
Can you not see we're having a conversation?
I could bet you cold hard cash that if we cut to the fairies right now, they'd be doing something stupid.
Oh! Oh!
What? Well, that was random and weird. Okay, if we cut to Stefan, there is no way that he's doing anything crazier than that.
To come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
I stand corrected. So, after 16 years of looking after Aurora, Maleficent changes her mind about the curse.
I revoke the curse.
Gee, it only took you 16 years to realize that you cursed the wrong fucking person! She tries to reverse the curse, but that doesn't work. You can't undo your own magic? Let me guess. There's no explanation for this. Instead of trying to find another way to reverse the curse, Maleficent decides that to keep Aurora safe, she must keep her in the moors forever.
You don't have to wait until you're older. You could live here now.
Well, it's a good thing she doesn't have any reason to ever want to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I will admit that this is the one scene from the original movie that I do not like. The first guy that she ever meets, she falls for? And this equates to true love's first kiss? Bullshit. Oh my god. I hope they don't start singing like in the original movie.
Forgive me.
God, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, just don't sing. Don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing.
Goodbye. For now.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, whatever. When Aurora confesses to the three idiots that she wants to live with Maleficent and make babies with the only man she ever met, The fairies panic and tell her the whole backstory. So rather than wait until sundown, you know, when she would be safe from the curse, Aurora decides to go to the castle to meet her father right away. Now let's see how happy Stefan is to see the daughter he hasn't seen in 16 years.
Father, it's me, Aurora.
They brought you back a day too soon. I told those 3 idiots. Lock her up in her room. Go. Prepare the men.
Wow, cursing Aurora really did hurt Stefan a lot. That was a great idea. Now, in the original movie, Aurora still pricks her finger and falls to sleep because Maleficent cheats. She hypnotizes Aurora and manipulates her into pricking her finger. Here, it happens because of magic? I'm serious, motivations in this movie make no sense, even when it comes to plot points. Nonetheless, in spite of the fact that Maleficent doesn't believe in true love...
True love's kiss? Have you not worked it out yet? I cursed her that way because there is no such thing.
She still kidnaps Prince What's-His-Face and takes him to the castle to kiss Aurora and wake her up. She's dragging the prince around like a worthless piece of crap. Okay, if you're a fan of the original movie, the symbolism is hilarious. Alright, here we go. Wake her up with true love's first kiss.
You didn't do it properly. It's supposed to be true love's kiss.
It didn't work? I have to admit, I didn't see that coming.
I will not ask your forgiveness. Because what I've done to you is unforgivable.
Hello, Godmother.
You know what? I'll admit it. That was beautiful. Well done. With that, Maleficent escorts Aurora out of the castle.
You know, given the layout of this junkyard and the proximity of certain structures, if they were gonna spring a trap, they'd probably do it right about...
Into a dragon.
Oh no, are you kidding me? She turned Diablo into the dragon? But that is the coolest thing that Maleficent does in the original movie, and they gave it to the bird? Oh, just end this. Okay, this scene just rose way too many questions in a really short amount of time. Number 1, how did Aurora know where to find the wings? Number 2, how did she know that those were Maleficent's wings? Number 3, why did she free them? Number 4, how the hell did she know this would work? And if those who know fear are burned by the Man-Thing's touch and Daredevil is the man without fear, does this mean that if Man-Thing touches Daredevil, nothing would happen? Wait. What the hell was I talking about? Ah, fuck it, let's just watch the end of the movie. Maleficent and Stefan's fight takes them to one of the castle's towers and... You do know she can fly, right? I forgot! So the day is saved. Maleficent is a hero now. Ugh. The fairies are reduced to comic relief sidekicks. Ugh. And Aurora plans to marry Prince What's-His-Face. Ugh. The end. Ugh. That is the creepiest rendition of a Disney song that I've heard since...
There are no strings on me.
Guys, I really wanted to like this one. And while I have reviewed far worse movies in the past, this remains one of my hardest reviews. The most popular defense of this movie is that it is a retelling of the story, a reimagining. But as far as I'm concerned, that is still not a good enough excuse to tamper with the integrity of the characters. I don't see why the fairies couldn't remain competent and heroic, or why Maleficent couldn't just be a villain, but remain the protagonist. We've seen plenty of examples of sympathetic villains in Batman the Animated Series, not to mention the most relatable villain of all, Magneto. So why was there a need to turn one of the greatest Disney villains of all time into a good guy? That I will never know. I give all the praise in the world to Angelina Jolie, who did a spectacular job playing Maleficent, both mimicking Eleanor Audley's vocal performance from the original film,
Royalty, nobility, the gentry, and...
How quaint. Even the rabble.
while simultaneously delivering a powerful, emotional, and dramatic performance. But ultimately, this movie has too many story problems, and as I've stated repeatedly, characters do things with little to no motivation. Which motivates me to do what I have to do. Do this. As evil as you are, my love for you is just as strong. You, on the other hand, I do not care for. Ijo, are you okay? Get out of there!
He found me, boss. I don't know how, but he found me.
Ejoy, Eugenia, please! Erod's log, supplemental. This will more than likely be my last transmission. This is Erod, and if you're listening to this, you are the Legion.